Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Royal Ascot here on Tuesday, June the 17th, 2014, day one of the Royal Ascot meet in the UK. It's a really great card from Royal Ascot. I'm going to handicap all the races. We have a lot of races to handicap, six of them, so let's get on to it. Today's first race is Queen Anne Stakes, Group 1, going for a purse of $673,000. The 4-year-olds and upwards go 1 mile here on the turf. The purse money is actually in American currency. The papers I'm using to handicap the races are the American sheets. We do have a field of 10 horses going post. I'm going to go with the 10 horse here. Verrazano 3-1. Joe O'Brien's in the saddle. Ian O'Brien trains. This horse used to be trained here in America, but has one start in England. That was in Newbury, May the 17th, 1 mile Moonlock Ridge Stakes. Finished third by 4 lengths. That was the turf debut for this horse. Just had no impression that day. Finished third behind Olympic Glory and Tullius here. Tullius is running in this race, also breaking right out from the inside of him on 9-hole. That race first time out, I don't think that race was pretty good for him. Coming back second time on turf, I think that will be pretty better. In America, this horse was great on the 1 mile distance. 1 mile at Aqueduct here in New York, November 30th, and Cigar Mile. Finished third by 3 1/4 lengths. He just had a really bad trip that day. Just got bumped all around. British Cup Dirt Mile at San Anita, 1 mile on November the 1st. Finished fourth by 7 3/4 lengths. Again, just had a really bad trip. Was wide all around. Did break from the 10-hole that day. Did not have a pretty trip. Finished 7th last year Travers, but won last year's Haskell Stakes over at Monmouth down the Jersey Shore, and Pegasus Stakes, mile 16th down at Monmouth on the Jersey Shore. Won those impressively. Just a question with this horse is, can it go on turf? 3-1, going to go with this one here. So we count my bets first with 1 from Royal Ascot. I'm going to go with the 10. Now to race number 2 from Royal Ascot. What is the Coventry Stakes Group 2 event, going for a purse $199,000 for 2 rows, 6 furlongs here on the grass. Actually, all the races are on the grass. Force a habit from handicapping all those American races. 16 horses going to the post, and I'm going to go with the 12-horse Cool Company, Richard Hughes at 8-1. Last time out in Ireland on June 2nd, 6 furlongs in a listed stakes, grade 1 event. Won by head that day. He was ridden from a furlong out, a very impressive win. This horse is 3 for 3. Then at Windsor in England, 5 furlongs on May the 19th in an obese grade 2 event. Finished first by half length. Ran on the top that day. Was a heavy favorite that day. And then first start, main auction stakes on April 26th, 5 furlongs. Won by length. He ran on well. That star Windsor, he did finish the 5 furlongs, 59 and 8. So very fast run. Going with this one at 8-1. So recap my bets for race number 2 from Royal Ascot. It is the Coventry Stakes. I'm going to go with 12. Now let's go on to race number 3. What is the King's Stand Stakes Group 1? Purse $622,500. For 3-year-olds and upwards, go 5 furlongs. We do have a field of 8 horses going. Field of 17 horses. Excuse me. Sorry, it's kind of dark in here. I can't read my notes. And in this race, we actually have an American shipper of the 2-horse at Ansel. Number 2 is Ansel, 50-1 with James Doyle. Do not like this horse. If this horse cannot run in America, how can this horse run in the UK against probably one of the best, against all the best sprinters in the world, I say. This horse in America, 5 furlongs at Church Downson, Twin Spires Turf Sprint. Finished 8th, 12th in the Shakertown. Those races are not even the best sprint races in the country here in America. So if this horse can't do it in the United States, this horse cannot do it in the UK. But I'm going to go with the 8-horse here. Number 8, Shay. Christoph Simeon is in the saddle, 8-1. Last time out, Throne Maidon, March to 29th in the Outclass Sprint. Came in third by neck that day. Just missed that day. Did break for the 12-hole. Then in Maidon, 5 furlongs on March the 8th in the Maidon Sprint, local prep for the Outclass Sprint. Won by head, won easily that day. And then at York, 5 furlongs, August 23rd, and a Coolmore Method Drop Stakes, Class 1 event. Came second by half length. He just held in for second that day. I'm going to go with this one here. Ran last year's Darley Cup at Newmarket, 6 furlongs from July 13th. Finished fourth by 2.5 lengths. Just stayed on well. So I'm going to go with this one. So recap my bets for race number 3 from Royal Ascot. I'm going to go with the 8. So now let's get on to race number 4 from Royal Ascot. It's the St. James Palace Stakes Group 1 event. Going for a purse $622,500 for 3-year-olds. Colts only. 1 mile field of 7. And I found 2 horses I'm going to go with here. I'm going to go with the 1-6. Number 1, Kingman, the even money favorite, 1-1 here in America. James Doyle, last time out, for Kerr in Ireland, made the 24th, 1 mile. In the Tatters, 200 guineas, 2,000 guineas. Finished first by 5 lengths. An easy victory that day. The only loss in this horse career was back on May the 3rd, Newmarket, 1 mile in the Quipo, 2,000 guinea stakes. Very second by a half length behind King of Thunder. He had it near the finish. I think this horse just left for the wire a little bit too late that day. If he left a little bit earlier, I think this horse would have catched the horse. Then at Newbury on April 12th, 7 furlongs at the Iron Greenham Stakes, won by 4.5 lengths. He's very impressive that day. I'm going to go with this one. This horse is 5-4. The only loss did come out Newmarket. I'm also going to go with the 6 horse here. Number 6, War Command, 6-1 Joe O'Brien, last time out. They run at Newmarket, 1 mile into the Quipo, 2,000 guineas on May 3rd. Finished 9th by 5 lengths. Just never a factor that day. First start 2014, you have to keep in mind also. Then on October 12th last year, Newmarket, 7 furlongs in Dubai Dewhurst Stakes, won by 1.25 lengths and ran on and had a very prevailing victory that day. And then Galileo, European Breeders' Fund Maturity Stakes, Currick in Ireland on August 24th. He finished first by 3 lengths, comfortable win that day. This horse is won over this course already, won the Coventry Stakes last season at Royal Ascot, 21, won by 6 lengths, impressive win that day. This horse just in that one start of this year hasn't showed it. I don't know if this horse was just the first race of the season for him, where he just didn't perform as well, or was this horse not as good as he was in his 2-year-old campaign? I don't know. I have him here because I kept going back to him here. 6-1. I'm going to put him on my ticket also, so cap my bets for race number 4 from Royal Ascot. Going to go with the 1-6. Now to race number 5. The 5th race from Royal Ascot is the Ascot Stakes. It is Class 2, purse $99,500 for 4-year-olds and upwards. Going 2.5 miles. I think this was the toughest race I had to handicap today. A very wide open race. 20 horses going to post. And I just spent about an hour on this one race alone. And I'm going to go with the 10. Perfect Heart, 5-1. Andre Azzini is in the saddle. Last time out, run Doncaster, 2 miles on the 16th and April 25th in a handicap Class 4 event. Won by 3/4 length. He was easy towards the finish. Then at that was his only start this year. Then at October 18th, 2 miles in a handicap last season, won by 1 3/4 lengths. He stayed on well. And then Ascot, 2 miles, October 4th in a handicap. Finished 6 by 5 3/4 lengths. Just never a factor that day. That was his start over the grass. Now that's the question. If you finished 6th that day, that kind of scares me if you didn't like the course or something like that. Going 2.5 miles, going the after half mile. Just a very hard race to handicap. Have this one here. The last 2 starts I do like where he both won them. So going with this one to recap my bets for race number 5 from Royal Ascot, I am going to go with the 10. Now let's get on to race number 6. 6th and final race on today's opening program. It is the Windsor Castle Stakes. Going for a purse $99,500 for 2-year-olds. 5 furlongs traveling. Field of 25 horses, 25 2-year-olds. I'm going to go actually with the 10-14 here. Number 10, let's go back to the page. Number 10, Duarte at 20-1. Frankie Dettori last time out. Around 6 furlongs in the main auction stakes on June the 20th, June the 2nd. Yeah, June the 20th. Yeah, I'm going in the future, you know. Won by neck that day. He was eased towards the finish that day. A very good win. Then the maiden stakes at on May the 19th, 5 furlongs at Leicester. Came in third by 1 3/4 lengths. He edged left and just had no response that day. First start of his career. This horse has only had 2 starts under his belt out of Arcano. So going with this one. And I'm also going to go with the American horse here, number 14, Hootenanny. Victor Espinosa, jockey of the Preakness and Kentucky Derby winner, California Chrome, coming here to ride this one. At 3-1, a good horse here. Wesley Ward in America is probably one of the best trainers for 2-year-olds. Early season 2-year-old trainer. He probably wins most of the races. Has this horse coming in last time out there in Pimlico, 5 furlongs in a stake race on May the 16th. Finished third by 7 1/4 lengths. Just gave away that track all the night before. That track was very, very wet, and I think that was the first race on the program where they harrowed the track. So it was probably a wet, fast going. I don't think this horse liked it that day. Then a Keeneland 4.5 furlongs on the poly track, April 17th, the main race, won by 4 1/4 lengths. Just went off easily. Had a brisk drive that day. At a quality road, an impressive horse. Very, very impressive horse, and also out of more Hennessy and Hennessy. I think this horse should handle the turf really well. 3-1, Wesley Ward hasn't won a race, I think, at Royal Ascot since 2009. I think he was the first American trainer to ever win one at Royal Ascot, but hasn't won since 2009. I think this horse has a really good shot here at 3-1. So recap my bets for race number 6 from Royal Ascot. It is the Windsor Castle Stakes. I am going to go with 10-14. Good luck to all.